Going to do an update on the QuadTrac UnderCarriage assemblies. So these are brand new. They're new old stock because these parts haven't been produced since, or they haven't been installed, excuse me, on tractors since, we don't know exactly the date, but somewhere between 17 and 19. So they've been stored, they were stored inside at a plant, and everything's new. So as a complete assembly, just like it sits, with everything on it, this is about $43,000. Now we know no one's just going to say, hey, send me 4 of those, because I got a crack in my beam. It obviously is the fastest way to replace, which is something we're continuing to push. It's your fastest replacement. Because to replace your beam, this is what goes bad typically. It's going to be bad here where your weld meets, your cast weld meets your steel. So as a complete assembly, we can do a core rebate. And core rebate will be based on, you know, all the parts that are good if you send the yodel them back. But probably the first level of this would be to remove the wheels, because the wheels new are right at $1,000 a piece, and actually the bearing sets are $500 a wheel. So basically you got 12 grand in wheels and bearings. So that's the first thing could come off. So at 43, 12 off, that puts it at 31. Still high, still pricey, but again, from there we would do a core rebate based off what you had, what was good on yours. The next layer of that, for us, we think is the beam. We would remove the beam with the wedges, take those off, leave the idlers. And so removing the beam, the wedges are right at 5 grand new, and the beam's right at, so there's 10 grand, another 10 grand you can come off, so that's 23. So now you're at 23 with the frame, the guts of the frame, and the idlers. So we pull the idlers off, those are 10 grand a set, so now we're down to 23, I think. I apologize my math, if my math's off. I think it is off, y'all, so it makes it 13, sorry. So 13 would get you a new frame with a new cylinder, a new spring, and a new tension link. That's still the fastest repair, because at 10,000 we would sell you just a bare new frame for 10, but no tension link, no spring, and no cylinder, and you've just got to reinstall those anyway. So it does save you some money, but it's just a lot of labor to replace those parts. So when you see this on our website, we want you to know that we have options on how to, quote, cheapen this up. But if you see something listed, well, you see the listing for $12,500 for the bare frame, and this is it. You're not getting all this, right? We haven't taken any of these apart. Maybe we need to do that, and we'll get around to that. But the best time for us to do that would be when we sold something. Like everybody else, we're lack of labor, and you know, doing the best we can with what we got. So we do have these in used. Typically used, they're going to have some fire on them. Doesn't hurt them. Worst thing that we see in a fire is that, you know, you may have bearings that are obviously seals, sometimes bearings. We are checking the cylinder now on the used ones. So if it was, as an example, if it was bad, then we know it would have to be rebuilt. That, you know, we would discount, we wouldn't charge you for a cylinder, you know. But if you needed the link in the spring, you know, we could just leave all that together. So anyway, lots of options here. It's easiest if we know exactly what you're looking for. This is something we've been selling, had a lot of calls on, because it's, you know, harvest is happening. And I guess maybe our listing wasn't clear, or someone just looks for, they Google a part number and they see this assembly which may not even be on our website, then, you know, we get the call for, hey, that's what I need, but I want it for $12,500 instead of, you know, $40,000. So I hope it helps. We'll continue to work on this till we get it right.